I ain't even getting y'all the fake filter today, baby. Y'all not getting the fake filter today. And I don't even know if it's because my birthday is in 28 days and I'm reaching not only in this, what is it? This lunar full moon eclipse that we just had throughout this whole week and Memorial Day weekend. Actually since the 28th, which is crazy because that's the day. And my voice is still going from Saturday because I had so much fun and enjoyed myself so much on Saturday because I went out to celebrate. And what I went to do, I did. And it was just to celebrate. It was to celebrate my skin finally being thick enough to understand that, unfortunately in this world, a lot of people have had different upbringings, different walks of life, stuff that people are not even, people that are not even, what's the word, brave enough to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Because people hide behind so many masks. That's why it's funny that we had to wear mask for a year. We got a chance to really see people's masks come off under the mask, which is crazy. And so I'm here to talk about those people who masks have come down to the point where you've decided to awaken and walking into your true self. You coming up out of the matrix. And I just want to talk to people that's coming out of the matrix. It ain't a lot of y'all. It ain't a lot of us that's coming up out of the matrix. But you decide to take a certain pill, bro. Just like the movie. You decided to take a certain pill. So I want to talk to people who took that pill to decide to wake up and come up out of the matrix. You have realized that you are and only yourself is responsible. We can't change anybody. They have to want to change themselves. And I have to understand because I used to be so passionate in seeing the good in so many people. And my best friend used to tell me, she said, Toy, you see the good in Jeffrey Dahmer. Rest in peace, Talithia. She used to say, Toya, you see the good in Jeffrey Dahmer. And I did. And because I wanted to, like my counselor is telling me, I want you to teach healing techniques. And I'm like, respectfully, I don't want to deal with people that up close and personal. Respectfully, I don't want to, because it's always a healing process, number one. Number two, I'm never afraid of what somebody else may do. I'm always afraid of what the fuck I may do. Okay? Me snapping off on somebody and finally can't take it no more because I've dealt with so much bullshit and I've done a great job of getting to the butt of why I allow certain people into my life and healing that thing that allowed me to open myself up to other people because I'm like a magnet and people want to be around me. They want to hang around me. They want to, but it was for certain reasons. A lot of people just wanted my energy. They wanted my swag. They wanted my determination. They wanted my ambition. They didn't want to get to know Toya and know who Toya was. They didn't want that. But I used to always be blinded in thinking people wanted to get to know me. They just wanted what I had. And at the end of the day, they don't even know the suffering that it takes for me to be as authentic as I am. You feel what I'm saying? It took a very great toll on my mental health by the time I reached 35, 36 years old. It took a really turn on my mental health because I was like, well, what the fuck is this? Why do I have to continuously deal with people that's always trying to tear me down, always trying to sabotage me, always trying to this? Why? Because they're fair weather people, and most people are fucking blind to their true purpose and who they are, and so they're trying to latch on to anybody that does know. They want that. And so my skin is finally thick enough to know that I can do this shit by myself. Yeah, dudes be coming trying to holler. I had homegirls, you better find out who gonna marry you, and they get mad. Bitch, I don't need nobody to marry me. I'd have been proposed to twice. I needed to finally marry myself before universe sent my mate. Because I'm going to end up like half these relationships that I see where people is just hiding behind a title and a situationship, pretending like they fucking happy. And having all these material things, houses and cars and shit like that and all of this type of shit. And they really not happy within them fucking selves. So who wants to be miserable with somebody? Not me. I'd rather be miserable by my goddamn self and figure it out and then allow somebody else into my life. I'm just a different breed. I'm just real. And so that's why I say anybody that understands what mental health is about, it doesn't mean that you're crazy. It doesn't mean that, you know what I mean? Now, some people do have some personality disorders that is fucked up. But a lot of mental health stems from depression and anxiety, and that's just other people putting their stuff on you, you trying to figure out your own walk, especially strong people. Strong people. That's why I say I only want to talk to people that have decided to take that pill and come up out that matrix. You know what I'm saying? And understanding that you can be authentically you and you don't have to deal with nobody that does not respect and know your worth. That does not make you a bad person. I used to feel like it made me a bad person that I didn't lend myself to people that needed that begged for my motherfucking help. I used to feel bad because I felt like I didn't have anybody, so I gotta be there for other people. And that's not necessarily true. I can be here for people just like I'm on this live right now. And you could take what that shit you want from it and take it and leave it. You feel me? But I don't have to let nobody in my space. I don't have to let nobody in my energy. I don't have to heal any fucking body. I don't. And I don't have to lend myself to them. I don't have, just because these people are my family or whatever, I don't even have to lend myself to them. Period. I don't. And it took me a long time, and that's because only good people will understand this shit. I ain't talking to y'all fucked up motherfuckers. I'm not talking to people that is gritty and grimy and always trying to figure out how you can get over somebody. People that's always manipulating people. People that always think they run a game and shit. I be laughing at people that think they be running game at me because I know half all the game that it is that been ran. I've been on my own since I was 12 years old. I know what these motherfuckers do out here. I give people the opportunity to hang themselves. Or utilize them for. I learned how it ain't about using, it's about utilizing. People come into our lives for reasons and seasons. You utilize them motherfuckers until it's time for them to go. Or you utilize a situation until it's time for it to be gone. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be malicious. You don't have to be fucked up. You don't have to be like that. You don't. But you can be authentically yourself. And if they don't like it, then fuck them. Who are they any fucking way? Nobody. Because if they were somebody, then they would care about you getting to your destiny or breakthrough, because that's what everybody that's supposed to be in your circle is for, to help walk you through that next breakthrough, that next door, period. But he gonna use your enemies as your footstools, and so everybody ain't gonna be for you. A lot of people gonna be fake. My skin is thick enough to understand that most people are fucking fake. It's a select few that is authentic and real to the core. Everybody else out this bitch trying to be just like somebody else. And they end with the end crowds. What's that rapper, Lil Loaded, that killed himself last night? Lil Loaded, what? Lil Loaded was popping. Lil Loaded, what, from Texas, was popping. Had money, was getting money, but guess what? He killed himself last night. You know why? 20 years old. You know why? Because his girlfriend supposedly had cheated on him with his homeboys, a few of his homeboys. That's the story that they trying to stick with. But then when I start digging deeper in the story, guess what? He had mistakenly killed his best friend not too long ago. So you think the mental health that was on that man? He killed himself because he couldn't handle the bullshit that he done had to deal with. He couldn't deal with it. He couldn't handle it. And that's why I say people that's not afraid to talk about mental health, because what's going to start eating you up as we go into this time, man. Y'all think that because the world is opening back up and shit about to get back to normal, shit about to get real, because now people that had a taste of being in that house and they had to sit there and think and to get more angry and more upset at this world, all the things that happen in this world. And if you're not covered, that enemy will jump right on your ass. Right on you. So So, like I said, my skin is thick enough to finally understand that I don't have to deal with people. You know what I'm saying? Just because they want to deal with me, or I'm not a fucked up person because I choose to protect my energy and don't want to go around somebody that has once showed me how screwed up they can be. Does not make me a bad person. So I just want to say, last month was Mental Health Month, but I want to keep talking about it. I'm definitely going to create a segment on my channel talking about mental health, because that's the only way that I can help people with healing techniques. I ain't going to do it like one-on-one and teach them, and I can't do that. I can't do it. Y'all, I don't even have my waist trainer on. Look at that. But yeah, like I said, I can no longer allow certain energies, and people should just be on that same wave. Like, if you're really trying to get to that next destination, it's definitely time for you to pay attention to the people that you allow in your energy, because your energy, that's all you got. Your energy, your chakras, all of that shit is real. I know they teach us about church and everything, but for real, it's about the balance in yourself, in your life, in your circle, in your circumference. The energy that you allow yourself, you know what I'm saying, will allow what's going to flow to you. A lot of people's like, oh, she coming up, she getting money now, this and the third. Do you know how much balancing it took me? How much not giving a fuck about certain people, and how much whatever it took me for me to start keeping my money? Because let me tell you something. It's one thing to get money, but can you keep it? Can you invest it? Can you make it more? On some legal shit. Can you do that? Can you see? And I ain't been to school. I ain't had time. I ain't had the money to go to school. I self-educated myself on half the shit I know. It's if you want that shit or not, bro. People be so mad and like, they don't know the shit I suffered to get to where the fuck I am. And I'm not. I refuse to let anybody tear that shit down. Anybody. That's why, what's the name? What dude was just talking about how your exes try to come? They've been all trying to come. And I've been shutting their ass down left and right. Boom, boom, boom. Women, it is not about being married and having a man. It's about first finding yourself, because if you really are chosen and have a purpose in this world, he gonna send you the one that's gonna take you. It's about finding yourself first. That's to men too. That's why niggas be mad at me like, damn, you ain't got nobody, man. I want to come help you with the way. I got it. I'm good, because guess what? When it's time, I'ma know. I'm still working on Toya. Like, I still want to get Toya right first. I want to make sure that my daughter is set the fuck up right. I'm not concerned about that. You feel what I'm saying? And I think a lot of women base themselves on, validating themselves through relationships and shit. And that shit pissed me off, because a lot of them used to try to put that shit on me just because they married. I don't give a fuck because you married. That's you. That's your life. You know what I'm saying? Mine is different. Everybody is not different. Everybody's life is not meant to be the same. And I'm cool with mine. Yes, I'm going to have my days, bitch. Like, who don't? But then at the end of the day, it's like, I realized my worth, and I realized that, guess what? I got to keep waiting. But guess what he said? Everybody don't believe in that word. But he said, and that's the true thing about it, he said women that are married, or people that are married, they're more focused on the world, and people that are single are more focused on him. And that's the truth. So that's why he has me more focused on him, and he's guiding me to my purpose. You feel what I'm saying? So it's just like, I just want people to start thinking about themselves, and not a selfish way, but thinking about yourself and really taking the time to get to know who you are, and why you use the things that you do, or why you do the things that you do, or why, you know what I'm saying? It was times that I did stuff in my life when I was hurting and going through some pain that I swore off I would never do. So that made me be like, well, what the fuck is wrong with me? Like, I had to fix those things. And so it's nothing wrong with fixing yourself. We all, especially in the Black community, generational curses. Like, a lot of our fucking grandmothers and great grandmothers were slaves. They were beaten to fucking death and told they won't shit, and they passed that down to generations. Some skipped it and some didn't. So that's okay. Find out what's wrong with that and break that generational curse. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna start using that. If that's anything, that's why I probably was taking so long to figure out what I really wanted to use my platform for, and how I wanted to utilize it, and how I wanted to set it up. And so that definitely, my counselor really did tell me some things today. She was like, you are awesome. Like, you really should teach healing techniques, and you should do counseling. And I was like, I can't do it. I cannot do it, because I don't know. I can do it this way. And I know people that want to, like on my YouTube, I'm going to load this up on YouTube. And people that want to hear it will hear it. They'll come to my page and they'll go to it. I don't care about Facebook. I use this because I can download my video and put it on my platforms. You feel what I'm saying? And that's just what it is, because I don't have time to go live on YouTube, live on all of them at the same time, and I don't even have all the equipment. I just put my microphone like, okay, it can go right here on my bar. And then I finally got my green screen. I'm learning how to do it, but learn to do it on myself, because a lot of people, they so insecure with themselves and they mad that I know where I'm going in life. They don't even want to help my black ass, and that's fine. I'm supposed to do it by myself. So guess what? I don't owe a motherfucker when I get there. But yeah, like I said, those who do not have a problem with talking about mental health, you appreciate this one, because it can, Nina Brown was just saying that, this world is filled so much with fake people to drive real people crazy. And it's true, like it almost tried to drive my black ass crazy, because I'm like, yo, all these damn fake ass people, I can't take it. I can't take it. But I had to realize it's a purpose. It's a purpose, and each one got to teach one. But let me go, because I'm about to have my lunch and then get back to commercials. I had a doggone appointment. I'm learning how to put my equipment up and doing what I'm doing. But yeah, see y'all, I just feel good, because this morning I had my, like I said, the full lunar eclipse was this weekend. I went out to and it wasn't even planned, because the royal father came and got her spare the moment. He was just supposed to come see her, but he was like, I want to take her. And I was like, well, fuck it, I'm outside. And I'm just glad that I went, because I just got a chance to really enjoy myself and just see how far I've come. You know what I'm saying? I think this was the first time I ever splurged and bought a bottle and did all of that. And that's just because I've always been frugal. But I never cared about stunting and being top dog and being all that in the club, even if I had it, because it wasn't never about that for me. You know what I'm saying? But this weekend I felt like, yo, I have finally accomplished some hurdles in my life. And yeah, I can go ahead and splurge and buy me a bottle and put me and my bitches in a section. And this is what we can do, because I have something to celebrate. You feel what I'm saying? And I was just like, yo, I came this far by grace, like by myself. And I love that. Nobody take no credit. Some people will say, some people will feel like, if it wasn't for their spouse, that's what healed them. And I can say, no, if it wasn't for God. You feel what I'm saying? If it wasn't for my inner spirit, if it wasn't for me searching and looking and making sure, you know what I'm saying, that I'm dotting my I's and crossing my T's, if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't be here. See, that's why my testimony just a little bit different, baby, and that's fine. You got to be cool with that, because I'm fine with it. I'm ecstatic with it, actually. I'm happy you heard my voice. I had fun this weekend. I had great energy around me, and this is energy, and I've been noticing that I've been manifesting good energy, manifesting, you know what I'm saying, people of my soul tribe, people that I can be myself with and be like, yo, I'm happy she came to come and see me, and we can talk about, real life issues and shit like that. I'm happy that I'm finally manifesting those type of people in my life, and that's because I've done the work to raise my vibrations, to get rid of low vibrational energy, and it's attracting high vibrational being and people. So if you one of those people that's woke, that's really woke, not that fake woke because you think about conspiracy theories and the government doing this and the government, we already know the government fucked up. We know that shit, folk. We already know that. It's time to get past that. We need to get down in this soul right here and figure out what your purpose is and be authentic. Okay, the city back opening back up. It's time to take the mask off, baby. Which pill you gonna choose? Because it's about to get real out this motherfucker. It's about to get real. They to open the city back up. They giving permission for these niggas to run wild like hooligans. Don't care who they offend, like they got you in. They want to pop Cristal by the waist, man. Pissed out by the case, man. Come on. Do walk that thing. That's the thing that drove Laura Hill crazy, because she was so woke and she seen the evilness in this world. She seen the man that she was looking up to and all of these and the people that she seen that shit, and she couldn't get out of it. She chose to deal with it from not knowing her own worth, and that's a sad case because that damn Miseducation of Lauryn Hill album was dope, but guess what? Her Miseducation, if you listen to the album, it was about love. And it's about self-love, not love and finding of somebody else and somebody else loving on you. It's about you loving on yourself and really digging deep down into your soul and correcting those things that trigger you, correcting those things that have you not balancing yourself. It's okay to drink, it's okay to whatever, but it's a balance in everything. Not everything is meant to be consumed, you know what I'm saying, heavily and different things like that. You know what I'm saying? Everything is supposed to be in moderation. And for the most important thing, you know, we in a world where people are a hater of good doers. So if you're a good person, you just got to have a thick skin and understand that's the world that we live in right now. It said that in 2 Timothy 3, that in this time, in this perilous times, people be lovers of themselves, lovers of money, haters of good doers. Men will be trying to worm their way into homes of weak-willed women, swayed down with sin. That's why I don't let men get close to me, and I'm not super bent on having a relationship. Yeah, everybody wants one. Nobody wants to be alone, but I want the right one. I don't want a nigga that's going to try to turn me down. I done built myself up too much on my own for a motherfucker to come in my life and try to turn me down. No, sir. You feel what I'm saying? That's just not going to happen. And so for that, I have to continue this walk alone until God says otherwise. Okay? But until then, I just want to talk to my people that's really, really woke. Not that fake woke shit. Not that conspiracy theory woke. We been knew the government was fucked up. We been knew they was doing shit. They gonna keep creating shit. You seen them make the coronavirus, what's the name, in 2.2 seconds. It came with it, then it came with the cure. And I put that up there when it happened that it was gonna be gone this time last year. That was already in a book that was written. So we already know the government fucked up. I'm talking about the real woke people that know that it's about what your purpose is on this earth for you to do what you were supposed to do until you kill your ass. Okay? And that's just it on it.